Fans, welcome to this episode of Nerd Words. Tonight we're going to be discussing the upcoming Godzilla flick, and then later on, in a week or so, we'll have your review of the upcoming Godzilla flick. But let's talk about Japan's favorite monster.
Well, I have pretty high hopes for this one after the last couple of Godzilla movies, especially that atrocity starring Matthew Broderick. It's got nowhere to go but up, frankly, and got a lot of faith in this one. The previews look excellent. Godzilla looks excellent in the preview. Good destruction. You always want your monster destroying cities.
Oh, the look of the Statue of Liberty with the metal, the bronze peeled off, and the framework. And then when Godzilla's coming out of New York Harbor, you see the water rise and the warships.
One of the main things about the film, I really, really trust Bryan Cranston's choices in his roles. And that aspect of the story, the human element, I guess you would say, is supposed to be a real strong positive for the film. And with Cranston being the lead actor, that doesn't surprise me at all. And I have really high hopes. I really enjoyed Spider-Man 2, and there looks like some other good movies coming out this month, but Godzilla is the one I've looked forward to most for the month of May.
Godzilla's the summer movie I look forward to the most. Like I said, Cranston can pick and choose his roles. I mean, this guy's not going to take work for the sake of taking work.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need the money. He doesn't. He does nothing but quality work in everything he's in. So I have a lot of faith in him, a lot of faith in the film at this point. And we'll see. I don't expect to be disappointed. And as I say, this will be coming out in a couple of days. By the time you see this, you'll be ready to hopefully be at the theater to see it. And we'll probably be there on Friday night or so, as long as everything goes well for everyone.
God willing, and the creek don't rise.
The rest of May, I'm not a huge fan of the X-Men movies. I love comics, obviously, as you can see. We are nerds. We do love comic books. The X movies got off track to me. I know that you liked First Class better than I did.
I thought First Class was good.
It's just,
I mean, for what it was.
the last two X-Men films before that, and God, the Wolverine movies just are so bad. They took great characters and, in my opinion, done bad things with them. So I don't have a big excitement for Days of Future Past like some of you may. It's probably still going to do well. I think I saw it projected it's going to make around $100 million. And most people are thinking that 100, 120 million even. We'll see if it does. I'm looking forward to A Million Ways to Die in the West quite a bit.
I'm actually looking forward to Maleficent.
Maleficent does look pretty good. June looks like a wasteland, so I say enjoy these movies now, enjoy Godzilla a lot. You have to hope that Godzilla lives up to the hype. I believe that it will, just due to Cranston and his presence. And even though it's been, I think Godzilla 2000 was the last Godzilla film before this one for any impact. And then the one in the 90s with Matthew Broderick in around 98. Special effects have came a long way in the last 12, 13 years. And this is going to probably be the best looking Godzilla since, 1954 and the guy in the rubber suit.
Now, you mentioned Godzilla 2000. That one's memorable to me in the fact that myself and the King of Swing himself, Dancing Stevie, went to see that one. And we actually we missed it in its first run, but it was playing at the movie 7. And I couldn't tell you what the movie was about, but it was one of the best naps I've ever taken.
Well, it was no Snoop Doggy Dogg ghost flick that you really took into these now.
We did go see Snoop Dogg's Ghost Pimp Epic Moans at one point.
I expect it's going to be a good film.
And I've heard there's going to be more than one monster in it. And we may see something besides just Godzilla.
Oh yeah, I've definitely heard that, and I expect there will be. He has his rogues gallery too, just like all the great heroes of the day. I assume Godzilla's supposed to be a hero.
I'm pretty sure Godzilla's the hero.
Japanese destroyed, they needed it.
And we also, it makes you wonder, will they make Godzilla versus King Kong?
I'm not sure who owns the rights to King Kong versus who owns the rights to Godzilla. That Jack Black King Kong film was sort of a bomb, if I remember correctly.
They did have Jack Black in
It didn't do anybody any favors. So maybe down the road you will see it. I'm curious to see this Godzilla, the way the preview makes it look. It ties into 1954 when the original Godzilla movie came out, so maybe they're going to acknowledge that something happened in the previous
Did-
Godzilla film.
I mean, could this be sort of like Superman Returns? It's just a sequel many, many years later with different actors and such.
We'll have to see. I don't really, probably not going to play out that way because of Cranston. Cranston, obviously the public doesn't know about Godzilla in this, but just from seeing the preview, he's accusing, I guess, the military or somebody of hiding something big. And obviously they're hiding something big. But it did say something about 1954, so we'll see how it plays out. I'm very excited for it. See high hopes for it. After this ends, maybe a movie come out in July, I can't remember, August the 1st, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm looking forward to it, obviously, as a comic fan. And of course, Sin City 2.
Also, you know, on the Godzilla front, this has kind of surprised me so far. And this kind of tells me they're making it more serious. A lot of times in the Godzilla movies, you see a lot of toy tie-ins. I'm not seeing a lot of that this time.
I'm sure that they would like to get some out. It's just the nature of things. Maybe they won't hit stores if they're going to until the film itself comes out, but maybe they're not going to do that many toy tie-ins. It could be true. I mean, the old Godzilla, I want to say it was tied in with some restaurants and things like that. Maybe Taco Bell sponsored the Matthew Broderick one. Somebody like that, it seems like did. Just Godzilla Cubs. It was supposed to be the revival of the franchise. Instead, it
Nearly killed me.
nearly destroyed it for years and years.
Had a good soundtrack, though.
Don't recall the soundtrack.
Very good.
I think Dazed and Confused may be the only good 90s soundtrack. Well, there were probably a few more than that, but there were a lot of stinkers too, like that awful Bruce Willis Astronauts.
Oh, God.
What's the name? Armageddon.
Armageddon.
That had My Heart Will Go On as the lead song. That was awful.
Oh, yeah, Meatloaf at his worst. But, yeah, fans, we look forward to seeing that, and we'll see it in the movies Thursday night.